What's up, good people of Earth? Thank you very much for clicking this video. You are all wonderful and loved. Straight out of Africa with good vibes, lots of love, peace, forgiveness, and respect as our message out there to the world. In today's videos, I've been saying this every day, and today's videos. Haha. Watch till the end carefully and leave your comments, man. Hit the like button and let's dive in. Good vibes. You are loved and respected. Let's dive in.
This is part 4 of Admiral Byrd's Journey Beyond the Ice. And as always, you can check the full video out on my Telegram. The link is in my bio. There is a reason why Admiral Byrd met a surprising and sudden end. Just another one revealing too much of the truth of what he saw.
We then proceed down a long hallway that is lit by rose-colored light that seems to be emanating from the very walls themselves. One of the beings motions for us to stop before a great door. Over the door is an inscription that I cannot read. The great door slides noiselessly open and I am beckoned to enter. One of my hosts speaks. "Have no fear, Admiral. You are to have an audience with the Master." I step inside and my eyes adjust to the beautiful coloration that seems to be filling the room completely. Then I begin to see my surroundings. What greeted my eyes is the most beautiful sight of my entire existence. It is, in fact, too beautiful and wondrous to describe. It is exquisite and delicate. I do not think there exists a human term that can describe it in any detail with justice. My thoughts are interrupted in a cordial manner by a warm, rich voice of melodious quality. "I bid you welcome to our domain, Admiral." I see a man with delicate features and with the etching of years upon his face. He is seated at a long table. He motions me to sit down in one of the chairs. After I am seated, he places his fingertips together and smiles. He speaks softly again and conveys the following. "We have let you enter here because you are of noble character and well known on the surface world." "Surface world," I half gasp under my breath. "Yes," the Master replies with a smile. "You are in the domain of the Ariani, the inner world of the earth. We shall not long delay your mission, and you will be safely escorted back to the surface and for a distance beyond. But now, Admiral, I shall tell you why you have been summoned here. Our interest rightly begins just after your race exploded the first atomic bombs over Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan. It was at that alarming time we sent our flying machines, the Flugerods, to your surface world to investigate what your race had done. That is, of course, past history now, my dear Admiral, but I must continue on. You see, we have never interfered before in your race's wars and barbarity, but now we must, for you have learned to tamper with a certain power that is not for man, namely, that of atomic energy."
66 books of the Bible, written over a 1,500-year time span. Do you understand how long 1,500 years is? If I go back 1,500 years from right now, we're at 515 AD. There hasn't even been a British Empire yet. That's a long time ago. Okay? 1,500 years. 66 books are written by over 40 writers from 3 different continents in 3 different languages. We got kings, we got prisoners, we got soldiers, military men, we got shepherds, we got farmers, we got a physician, we got a tax collector who's a mafia guy. And you put all these guys' books together over 1,500 years. Now, many of them lived in different generations and don't know what the other guy wrote. You put them all together and you get a perfectly harmonized book. Do you know what that's like? That's like looking at 40 different writers over the last 1,500 years and saying, write a chapter of a novel, putting the whole thing together after 1,500 years and having it make any sense. But not only that, it gets even better. If you look at the Old Testament's 39 books, written over 1,100 years. And the last book of the Old Testament is written 400 years before Jesus is even born. I mean, go back 400 years from right now. There's no Atlanta Braves. You don't even have the Falcons yet. You don't have the United States. I mean, the Pilgrims just got on the boat. That's a long time. The last book was written 400 years before Jesus was even born. Now, you got these 39 books written by all these different authors for over 1,100 years, many of them living in different generations, not knowing what the other guy wrote. And you know what these guys did? They made predictions about the Messiah. Things like he'd ride in Jerusalem on a donkey, he'd be betrayed by a friend, he'd be born in Bethlehem, he'd be called out of Egypt, he would be sold for 30 pieces of silver, he'd be crucified. And they made over 300 predictions, with the last one being made 400 years before Jesus was even born. And you know Jesus fulfilled all 300 of those predictions? So, there's a scientist named Dr. Peter Stoner who has since gone to heaven, but he was an expert in probability. Do you know what probability is? If I have a 5-gallon paint bucket and I have 9 white tennis balls and I have 1 yellow tennis ball and I shake them all up and I blindfold somebody and I say reach in and grab 1 ball, the chance of picking out that 1 yellow tennis ball is 1 in 10. Well, he's an expert in this. So Dr. Stoner wants to know, what is the probability that anybody can fulfill these prophecies? So he doesn't do the work himself. He employs 600 science students from 12 different classes. And they spent years of research. Not years, they spent months of research. The National American Scientific Council reviewed their work and said not only was their work accurate, but it was conservative. So what I'm about to share with you is conservative. Please remember that. So they said, all right, what are the chances that any human being in the world, from the time of the birth of Christ until the end of the second millennium, 2,000 years, could fulfill just 8 of the prophecies? So here's the 8 prophecies they chose. Christ to be born in Bethlehem. That's Micah wrote that. Christ to be preceded by a messenger. Isaiah and Malachi in different generations wrote that. Christ to enter Jerusalem on a donkey. Zechariah in a totally different generation wrote that. Christ to be betrayed by a friend. The psalmist in a completely different generation wrote that. And there's the rest of the 8. They took those 8 prophecies, said, what's the chance any human being over 2,000 years could fulfill those 8 prophecies? You know what after all their calculations, you know what the chances are? 1 in 10 to the 17th power. Now what in the world is that? 10 to the 17th is a 1 with 17 zeros behind it. I don't even know how to say that number. And I have an engineering degree. It's not gazillion billion. I got news for you. Okay, but I can illustrate that number. If I have that many silver dollars, I have no place on earth to store them. I have to just spread them out all over the ground. And if I have that many silver dollars and I spread them out all over the ground, I will cover the entire state of Texas 2 feet deep with those silver dollars. Now, gather them all in, mark one of the silver dollars. Shuffle them all up, redistribute them all over Texas, blindfold a guy in Oklahoma, put him in a helicopter, start flying over Texas. Remember, it takes 2 days to drive through Texas. At any point, he can say, let down. Then he gets out of the helicopter, still blindfolded. The chances of him picking up that 1 silver dollar is 1 in 10 to the 17th power, which means that is the chances that any human being could have fulfilled 8 of those prophecies. Yet Jesus fulfilled all 8 prophecies. So Dr. Stoner said, what about 16 prophecies? So they do all these hours of calculation, he and the 600 science students. And they say that the chances that any human being could have fulfilled 16 prophecies is 1 in 10 to the 45th power. That's a 1 with 45 zeros behind it. Don't even ask me to write that number down. Now, if I have that many silver dollars, I can't store them on the earth. It's too many. I got to make a big ball of silver dollars. I got to make a sphere of them, okay? You know how big this sphere would be? The diameter of that sphere would be 60 times the distance of the earth to the sun. If you want mileage, it's 5.5 billion miles. Now, mark one of those silver dollars. Shuffle them all up. Blindfold the guy, put him in a jet plane. It will take 400 years nonstop flight just to fly around the ball. At any point, he can say, let down. Now remember, he might have to dig 2.75 billion miles into the center because the marked one might be in the center. But the chances of him picking up that 1 silver dollar is 1 in 10 to the 45th power. That is the chances that any human being could have fulfilled 16 of the prophecies. Yet Jesus fulfilled all 16. So can I blow your mind? Can I really blow your mind one more time? Can I blow it? So Dr. Stoner said, what about 48 prophecies? What are the chances anybody could fulfill 48 prophecies? So they do hours and hours of calculations. And you know what they found out? It's 1 in 10 to the 157th power. Now, how big is that number? I can't use the silver dollar. It's too big. I got to go to a smaller item. I got to go to an electron. Now, do you know how small an electron is? Let me just tell you. If you got a 1-inch line of electrons, straight line, 1 inch, and I start counting tonight, and I don't go to sleep, I will count, if I count 250 per minute, it will take me 19 million years to count that 1-inch line of electrons. Now, if I have that many electrons, 1 in 10 to the 157th power, I got to make a sphere of electrons. You know how big a sphere would be? It would be as far as man has ever seen into space. 13 billion light years. Now, mark one of those electrons. Blindfold the guy, put him in a space shuttle, send him into space. At any point, he can say stop. The chances of picking out that one marked electron is the chances that any human being could have fulfilled 48 of those prophecies. Yet Jesus fulfilled all 48. So can we review here? Can we review? Okay, we got 39 books written over 1,100 years by all these guys. Many of them don't even live in the same generation. They make these predictions about the Messiah, with the last one being 400 years before he was even born. And Jesus fulfills all 300? And you tell me the Bible doesn't apply to today?
Yo. You see, thanks for watching up to this far, man. You are all loved and respected. You see, that video has really touched my heart. And it has made me think about this thing we are talking about. This message of love, peace, and forgiveness, and honesty out there to the world. You see, it doesn't matter the probability of this message reaching the whole world out there, but if there is still the probability, man, we can make it. From wherever you are, spread love to those around you. Love and care to those around you as you do to yourself. You see, that's why we can make this world maybe better, or make a significant change in tomorrow's future. We can depend on that probability of whatever it is. If it's 1 to power 1 million, we can depend on it. Let's just make an impact from wherever you are. Treat the universe well and everything around you. Let's keep watching. Watch till the end, man. You are loved and respected. And this issue about me standing or doing these videos, I will tell you about this. Let's keep watching. Watch till the end. What's happening here? Oh my god. Oh, this guy caught some big fish here. What is this? No. Oh, man, that's a very big fish. Oh, but he just let it go back in the sea. Or the fish just throw the net. Oh, that's incredible.
This is a special announcement. Save this video to your favorites. Soon, a large ship will project the world's largest hologram. Visible from hundreds of kilometers away, the exact reason remains unknown. What we do know is that we will witness enormous geometric shapes, characters, smoke, and an abundance of light. But even harder to accept is that the Blue Beam Project, supposed to be transmitted from space, will also be transmitted from the seas. Keep an eye on the news and keep an open mind.
If you already try to assume that you have it, but nothing has changed, you're probably still desiring, still longing, still in that vibration of want. Learn to want something without desiring it and just decide to have it. A decision is an intention. Let me give you an example. I desire an ice cream. I feel like having an ice cream. So I decide to go to the store and get an ice cream. In that decision, I dropped my desire and my longing for an ice cream because now I know I decided and steps are being taken to get the ice cream. Now, the outcome of whether or not I get an ice cream can still be up in the air if you think about it, right? I might get there and the ice cream shop might be out of business. I might not get there because I get a phone call and I have to turn around. Whatever it is, I'm not really obsessed with the outcome. I'm not placing so much importance on the outcome of getting the ice cream. I decided I'm going to have it and I know I'm going to have it. Reality will respond in either 5 minutes until I get to the shop or tomorrow. It doesn't really matter, because I've decided to have the ice cream, and this is how easy it should feel. So move from, I want him, I'll do anything to have him, tell me the whisper method that I should do, tell me how many times should I write down that he loves me, to change that to the decision, I decided to have a great relationship with a man who adores me. I will not take anything less except me being in this fulfilling relationship. Many people have it, and so can I. I decide to have it, full stop. You see the importance drop? It's the drop of importance between the object that you desire and a decision for you to have a specific outcome. That's the difference.
Secret footage of a man levitating in the jungle. Now this is very creepy. Now such kind of videos makes me really wonder, if it's a secret footage, who recorded him? Was this person hiding or recording this guy? Oh, this really makes me wonder. This looks like, a kid imitating a group of soldiers here. That's very interesting, man. Respect to that kid and all the lovely people out there. You are all loved and respected. May the universe reward you accordingly and share love out there. Wow, this is so nice, man. Wow, look at this. Wow, now this is a good gesture. This dog just took something and brought it to this person that was hungry and suffering. Wow, this is a good gesture. You see love. Wow, man, I really love this. This is a gesture of good love and pure intentions. Please send love out there to all the people in the society and the environment and everybody. You see, like that kid has genuine love and doesn't matter the color of this person, and he's just sending love to them, and this is so nice. You guys, teach your children well out there. Let's grow in love and unity and respect for one another without minding their color, their religion, because we are all humans in the end, man. If we love each other nicely and with just pure intentions, not caring how they look or their color, the universe will be so nice and it would reward us. I believe so. You see? Send love to everybody out there. You are all loved and respected. Now this is so good. Wow. This is some gestures that live in my heart. Like those guys that have been hitting the like button, and maybe 2 guys hitting the super thanks. God bless you and the universe reward you accordingly. You see, I saw some guy commenting, why are we standing? You should be sitting, this video is wrong. No. If you have been watching our videos, you know our seat have been crooked for some time now, you see? And it is because of that seat now we are standing, because it went bad and now it's damaged. But we have been saving for that seat. Now we are almost halfway there and we shall have it soon. Just keep it tuned, man. Hit the like button if possible and the super thanks. This is a very amazing human being. You see, they are sharing information out there freely. How to make a Faraday cage. That's Faraday sounds like physics or chemistry to me and something like that. But good vibes. They are sharing information anyway. May the universe reward them freely without asking for payment or anything like that. You see, this information could be charged at school, but these guys are giving it freely in the internet. Much love to them, man, and those guys that they are sharing what they have. You are all loved and respected. Let's see what this guy, how he shall make this thing. This is a good vibes guy. Absolutely. You see this seat we have been saving for it. We are almost halfway there. Like now to afford the other one, we saved for like about almost an year, but we achieved to get it. Now this one we want a legit seat. The ones that even English people will see and say, those Africans have a good seat. We shall buy that one soon. We're saving for it and we're almost halfway there. Just hit the super thanks if possible and the likes. Yo, the universe shall reward you, but we are saving for it. You know, we usually sell stickers from this side of the world, phone stickers and laptop stickers, all type of stickers, like the ones we put in our cups here. Now we make that, we do that for a living, and now we are almost having some few dollars. We get about $2.
So great at being a villain. Why you do so many villain roles? Why are you so great at it? Well, it's simple, and as I've talked to you about it. It may not be so cool in Hollywood, but it's working for me. I won't kiss another woman because, you know, as a villain, I may kill 10 guys in a scene. And when we're filming the scene, it's actually kind of funny because it's so absurd. But at the end of the scene, we're like, hey, have a great night, see you later, let's go have a great time. I didn't actually kill anybody. But if I'm in bed with another woman and I kiss another woman, guess what I'm actually doing? I'm kissing another woman. I don't want my kids to see that. I don't want my family to see that. I really don't want God to see that. As I said earlier, honey, you weren't here for this. These lips are made for one woman, and that's you, babe. So, what does all of this say? Keep the faith. Stay the path as hard as it can be at times, and you will receive God's favor. There's a mantra that we have in my family. Family first, me second. God first, me second. If you go by that golden rule in our family for life, it'll keep you out of trouble, for one. But you will be a leader, not just to all, but for God. And that's why we are here. So be that gold. Shine, everybody. It's our job to shine for our Lord. And let's keep doing that. Thank you very much for being here today.
People are now saying, oh, well, it's got to be Australia. No, it's not Australia. We know the country now. My video just before this one, the reason Australia was dragged into it, as well as New Zealand, is you have 5.6 million kilometre square of outback, which is perfect for testing all these aircrafts out on. That's purely what it is. As soon as they seen this, shut it down, and was like, where we're gonna test some of this stuff when we reverse engineer any of it and stuff like that. Well, what about Australia? It's got a massive outback there, and that's, go and spend the night in the outback. Go and, I don't know Australia, go and spend the night out there. You'll see some amazing things, I'm guessing, because there's loads of these contrails from the Aurora craft going from the US straight and stopping in the outback in Australia. Why is that? Work it out. Why they fly into Australia? It's the furthest. It's the other side of the world, so they can test out its speed and to get across there. And New Zealand, Australia, Canada, UK, US, they're all English-speaking countries, really, aren't they? They all speak English. They all understand. They're all pretty much on the same wavelength. So, and that's why you get Denmark and France, who are partly in its third parties, but we don't share anything with them. They share stuff with us. So yeah, Australia is the testing ground for a lot of this stuff. There you go.
Okay, I think it's time that these little boogers go outside again. Yesterday I took them out, but they were a little milk drunk and they didn't do anything. Oh, she angry. You're a solid 3 hours from getting your dinner bottle. Okay, there's no need to be that hangry. All right, let's go back outside. Oh, this dang door. Husband? They're like waiting to be unleashed. Go outside just a little bit. Oh, she doesn't like this little lip. Oh, I'm waiting to see if they realize there's a cat out here. Oh, he left us. What do we think of it out here, guys? Oh, we're running. Oh, we're excited.
No.
What was that? What was that, baby girl? Oh, that was a lot. We have to have a little drink of water. Oh, nope. We're going to be mad. We're going to be mad and we're going to run. Oh, Pumpkin, you have to be nice. Oh, Speedy girl. So fast, so agile. What? You can't go back in there. We're not ready to go back in. Oh, that little kick, y'all. You can't be mean to your sister. She's little. She's littler. Oh. Are you just mad at everything? Posy, why you look so grumpy all the time? You need to stay in here. You need to go outside. You need to go play for a little bit. You need to go play. Go play. Posy, what you think about it, little girl? Is your big sister being mean to you? Pumpkin, your sister's all the way down there by herself. Go get her. Go get her. She's all the way by her lonesome. Oh, good girl. Go get your sister. No, she just said, let me back in, it's windy. They're gonna come after you, Bandit. You better watch out. She's got her eye on you. Okay, well, our play date got cut short because we're about to trim Winston's hooves, and my dad just got here, so stay tuned for that. Girlies, it's time to go back inside, and then after I trim Uncle Winston's hooves, it'll be dinner time, okay? Okay, so as soon as I open the door and tell you to come inside, you don't actually want to come inside. Okay, little hanger monster, you have hay inside, okay? I can't leave you out here because your little sister can fit through the bars. You could literally escape. Okay. Oh my gosh, she had to do it very dramatically. All right, little honey, your turn. Get back in here. Come on. Get back in here. There we go. Okay, they're angrily waiting on their dinner, and in the meantime, wish us luck while we go trim Winston's feet.
Yo, English people, thanks for watching up to this far. You see, there's a lot of videos that has passed, and now I've seen a lot of videos and things in these previous episodes, but now this really does my mind. Do you mean that now is a fully mature cow there? Ha 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 ha. No, that is really creepy. And I cannot understand that from this side of the world. You see here, I'm used to seeing cows that are big and can carry me and my friend and a few other friends and other belongings. But now that type of cow is okay. It's still a good waves cow because it sounds like one. Much love to those humans having that type of cow. I'd like to see one close up. If you have such type of, you can say in the comment section, how do they behave? Can you milk them normally and how many liters can they produce? I'd like to know. Much love to everybody, man. Let's keep watching. More interesting stuff coming your way. I'm also excited about that.
You know there's an easy way to do that, right? So, eggs. You're doing that way? Okay, say, do you have that other one? Take that one. Get a cup. Trust me, just trust me. You're peeling an egg, right?
Okay.
Take a cup. Any cup. Whatever. This will work. Take that, put that in there. Put your hand over it and shake it. Just trust me. It's not a prank. I promise you. Watch. Do it. Put it in there.
Okay.
Now put your hand over it and shake it like a dumbbell, kind of like that. Like push it forward, yeah, like that. Just do it really hard. Okay?
Okay.
Just keep doing that. Like really super hard.
This is a joke.
No, seriously.
This is like
watch.
one like you're like this
No,
is like the
I promise
newfound
you, watch,
shake weight.
watch. No, it would be an easy prank though.
Okay.
Okay, now take it out.
Okay.
Now peel the egg.
What? What? Nuh-uh. Okay, that's nuts.
What? No, that's very interesting. I didn't know
We
that.
from NASA that the Earth is moving around the sun, right? This is what changed it all for me, because there's scriptures that actually talks Joshua. He stopped the moon and the sun. He didn't stop the Earth. It's Psalm 75:3. He holds the pillars firm. The Earth is actually not moving, and so that alone made me question.
What do you think about this story now, man?
I just found this ring in a box. I'm like, oh shit, my ring fell off. No, it didn't. It's the same.
Your hands are literally
I'm shaking. It's so weird.
I'm losing my mind right now, and I need someone to tell me if I'm crazy. Have you seen those videos where people are like, I'm stuck in the Matrix, my life is glitching out? Can somebody please explain to me how I'm sitting here doing my little thing, making TikToks? I'm looking on my desk, and I see this. What the hell is this? What is this? Because it looks like it's my nails, right? Girl, I've got all my nails. And I want to specify, this is the first time I have ever had this design. Ever. But that's definitely what that is, right? Even the other side of it looks like when you like rip acrylics off. The girlies know what I mean. Do I just throw this away and act like this never happened? I'm kind of really freaked out right now, but I'm trying to stay calm and like come up with some kind of solution as to why the fuck this would be here. Tell me that's not a nail. Do I need to give this to the government for investigation? If you can come up with some kind of solution for what this is and convince me that it is not a nail, let me know.
Oh my god!
This video demonstrates the delicate coordination of both hands needed for embryologists to inject a sperm into an egg. Okay, now that I've found a good looking sperm, what I'm doing here is striking the tail of it in order to break the membrane that goes around the whole cell so that the DNA can get out after being injected into the egg. My left hand controls the suction. When I twist that little knob to the left, that sucks in. When I twist to the right, it blows out. Now I'm in the drop that has some eggs. I get my holding pipette down, get it into focus. That knob on the left controls the suction of the holding pipette. What I do now is orientate the egg so that the polar body is either at 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock. This time, I picked 12 o'clock. Get it into focus. Get my sperm cell back down towards the tip. Make good contact. Now I aspirate back in order to break the membrane of the egg. It broke right there. Now I advance forward while expelling. Make sure that sperm is getting in there. Boom.
Ah! Oh my god, that's interesting. This animals are very interesting.
Couldn't find the video, but someone was on here talking about how the vibes are off on a big creator, and they kind of couldn't figure out why. And they did this funny little thing when they're like, oh, it wasn't Elise Myers, but they weren't all that convincing about it, and it wasn't Elise Myers. But I'm pretty sure we all know who it is now, right? That the tea has been spilled? That it's Lauren the Mortician?
Ah, I don't know what she's talking about.
What happened to the Tatarian giants? A lot of those Tatarian giants, their ancestral roots or origins are from the Polar Ural Mountains and the Northern Ural Mountains in north-central Russia. When they saw the destruction occurring with the first mud flood, the second mud flood, the third mud flood, they intuitively knew that they themselves were going to probably be in peril. It could be unsafe for them to exist on the surface of northern Russia, so they knew of the entrances, the various passageways into the hollow earth, and they descended into those areas in the Polar Urals and the northern Urals of
You can watch videos about Agartha and the hollow earth on the channel, guys. There's information about that. We have actually done a podcast on that as well. There is some or something down below us, 100%, and it's worth looking into before you make any decisions on what you believe on that.
Someone just brought me snacks. Much love to everyone.
One end of this chain over Los Angeles, California, and the other over Rome, Italy, and pull it taut, you'll see that it cuts across Greenland. That's much further north than either LA or Rome, but the reason airplanes follow this flight path is that it's the shortest path between these two cities. On a flat map, it looks like an arc, but it's actually a section of a great circle. That is, a circle whose center coincides with the center of the Earth. If I tilt the globe so that its center is directly behind the chain, it no longer looks curved, and you can see it for what it really is.
Okay, check this out.
Y ve, ahí va, acercándose a la apertura principal.
You'll see a craft hovering around this volcano. This is awesome footage.
Y ve cómo pasa por el volcán y no le importa. Este volcán de Islandia. Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí está en el cráter, está. Ahí está. ¿Y lo ven? Y hace una movida impresionante. Mira, me voy a acercar mucho para que lo vean. Es este. Vean qué movida hace ahorita.
That is amazing.
Ahí está. Y ve cómo bloquean la cámara. ¿Ya viste cómo bloquean? Ahí está, ahí está. Ahí está. En la orilla del cráter. Y se cruza por el centro del fuego. Como los que entran al Popocatépetl lo hacen, o sea, se meten por la lava, no les importa. Ahorita como que desaparece porque está dentro del fuego, pero ahorita aparece del otro lado. Ahí va.
Watch it leave.
Ahí va.
See it leaving? You ask yourself, why would a UFO be hovering around a volcano? What would be the point of this? And I believe this video was sent to me earlier this morning, so this was some really good footage of this. And I don't know what kind of craft it is. It's so small, it's hard to tell, but I will say this. I believe that there are portals into different dimensions and things like that in places like that, because we know that we can get nowhere near this. But those things, being in those, you hear about them being in warp bubbles and things like that, they're not in the same, they're not feeling the heat of that. They're not. They're in, so this is unexplainable, but you tell me, what do you think? Could it be a portal, a gateway of some sort? This is what I'm gathering. This is what I'm just kind of theorizing, saying it could possibly be. I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, a lot of creepy stuff happening these days.